How are you, Chandra? I know, I just saw it just before. Life path and all. Life path 1? How do you mean? Life path 1 and all. You know, life path 1 people are very strong, Chandra. I have 2 children that are life path 1s. Go figure that. They challenge each other all the time. Yes, Kathy, if you hang around, you can have a card. Preferably, if you would please put in a donation, that would help my anti-child trafficking group. That's what these lives are all about, as an exchange of energy. That would be absolutely wonderful if you could do that. Otherwise, we just have to sit back and hang for the free cards for a little while. I'm going to just share out to some groups. If people could possibly do that for me, that would be really good. And Chandra, thank you so much for, I've already seen a couple of your shares, so I won't share to those particular pages. Hang on a minute. My dogs are calling. What do you do with dogs that bark all the time? Maybe somebody's in my driveway. Just give me a minute, guys. Okay, I'm back. I did have somebody at the door. Oops, geez, knock the desk over next time, Caroline. Yes, thank you, Chandra, for explaining that. I'm just going to go out and And share to a few different places if that's okay. So I'll just have my head down for a second. Can you guys hear that music properly without it sounding tinny? Just let me know, because I've got a shared screen. Just let me know while I share this out. Okay. Share to groups. That one, and I think that's just about done. I think that's it. All right, let me turn the music down a little bit. You're hearing it nicely. So sometimes, pardon me, when I share the screen, I need to know if it sounds tinny, because on other people's lives, when I hear music in the background, it's not always clear. So it just helps me to understand, because I've got it feeding through StreamYard at the moment. Who put that sad little face there with a tear rolling down itself? I've got a whole heap of people on here, and I would love you all to like the live, or to at least give us a thumbs up or a heart or something like that. That would be really great. Let me see. Let me look back through the comments and see where we are. I also have to pin. I have to pin a few comments, so just give us 2 seconds. I have to post them again, and then I'll pin it when it comes up on my screen, that is. It's a little bit harder when there's only one person on the screen. Pin comment. Okay, I've pinned the comment, so just let us know if it's appearing the way it should. That would be really good as well. I hope you enjoy the music. Let me know if you want me to swap it over to something else, and I can. I don't think they're going to kick me off, because I'm actually showing the name of it. There it is up there on that. So yeah, I don't think they're going to kick me off. I have a little echo. Hang on a minute. I will just mute Facebook. Let me know if there's any more echo there, Marlene. That would be really good. Thank you, Barbara. It is beautiful music. I just never know which one to put on. I like the ones with the moving scenes, but this one doesn't have a moving scene. Okay, let me see. So Chandra, said hello to Chandra. Kathy just tuned in. Chandra, Jamie. Hi Tina, how are you? Carrie, hi Carrie, how you doing? Thank you for explaining that, Chandra. That's lovely. Hey Simone, how you doing? Let me see. I've missed anybody else. Hello, Jessie Peel, Marlene Bolton, Carrie, Wendy Martin. I think I've caught up with everybody. Ruth Taylor, hello, how are you? And thank you, Tina and Chandra, for letting people know to share this live out. Hopefully, Marlene, the echo has gone. Where Beautiful music. Yes, it is, Caroline. What mic setup do you have? I don't. I just have the mic at the top of my well, the microphone. I guess it's the microphone and the camera. It's a Logitech one, but the music is fed through StreamYard. I can share my screen with that. Hey Vicky, how are you? Hi Tina. I've said Tina. Oh, sorry. I'm having trouble with my emotions and solar plexus. Oh, Simone. You're releasing a lot of stuff, Simone. I'm picking up that you're releasing a lot, that you know, it feels like you're releasing things on an emotional level and also on a spiritual level, they're telling me. So that's interesting. Have you been doing a whole lot of work on yourself, Simone? Because that's what I'm picking up through this. Don't forget, people, to put your donations through if you'd like an in-depth reading. There's only one person in the queue at the moment, so just let me know if you'd like to pop a donation through. If you can't afford the $15, you can make it a little bit less, but please remember that this goes to my anti-child trafficking fund, and that is an important part of my paying it forward to children who can't exactly stand up for themselves. So that's my exchange to you, and also to help them stay protected as much as they can. I acted without my family. Yes, I've cleared a lot. I am in trouble because I acted without my family. I'm not quite sure what that means, Simone, but it will be interesting to know what you're talking about. Hi, Margaret. How are you? Okay. All right. Let me have a look and see if there's any more donations that come through. Okay, at the moment there's just one donation for Chandra that I have got through. So I'm going to pull the Angels of Light card, and this particular card is not. It's just like a community card. Okay, it's a community. I'm not really into doing community cards because. Well, I can give you just what I'm feeling from this card for everybody. Please like the live at the very top. We haven't got very many likes on the live, and it would be really good to see you like the live and also show your support through the love hearts down the bottom of the screen. It helps expose my lives to a lot more people. I'm good, thank you, Margaret. Just going to do a card for everybody, and then we'll get moving into. Please show me a card that will be for everybody to take on board. That one. Okay. So I have a card here at the moment. Thank you, Carrie. I got your donation as well. All right, so this card is a collective card. It's for the community. So I would like you to, if you can, just take from it what you can, and I want you to just disregard what doesn't resonate with you. All right, so this particular card talks about clarity. And it says, angel wisdom reminds you that busy, cluttered minds is a sick one, and a still, clear mind is a divine one. Allow the wisdom in your heart to radiate out and dissolve the chatter in your mind. So it talks about reminding us that sometimes we need to be within ourselves in that moment, all right, because there's just too much clutter going on in our egoic selves to allow in messages that the universe needs us to hear. So it also says, know that your angel has drawn this card, and this is, as I said, a collective card, and is waiting to help you and your tasks. So if you have anything that you are having issues with at the moment, all you need to do is just call out to your angels and ask them to please help you through it. So they're asking you to sit quietly so that you can find the stillness within. All right, so just, I don't know, we all just need to close our eyes, and we just need to be in that moment like a child does. Then you can shine a pure, clear light into every area of your life, because it really does get confused with how we see ourselves. We tend to think about the past, we tend to think about the future, but very rarely do we sit in the present. In the clarity of this light, the angels will reveal a new way of being for you. All right, you will see things differently and be able to make decisions from strength to clarity. All right, so that's that particular card. I don't know if anybody wants to take a screenshot of that. There you go. So that's that one. So just sit. Just sometimes it's a good idea to just sit. If you can't sit, go out into the garden. All right, go into the garden and just ponder out there. Look at the things from a different way, just from a different angle. I think we all tend to sit back and wonder what's coming in for ourselves, and you don't need to. Just sit back and let it unfold by itself, basically. Okay, so let me see. Hit those emojis. Yes, please. Hit those emojis. Now, there's a whole stack of people sitting in the background there watching the live. I can see how many there are in the background. So I would love for you people to please, up the top of the live here, please like or give the thumbs up and show your support that way if you can. Hey, Lynn, how you doing? Okay. Lovely messages. The card, yeah, music is on. Thank you so much, Lynn. Thank you so much. That helps me a lot. I'm really trying to do that. Sit with it and let run through. Gratitude to you. You're so welcome, Simone. Quite often we forget that that's probably the best way to do things, the best way to handle things. More often than not, you'll find that we don't like losing control of situations. And, when we lose control of the situation, that's usually when the outcome comes in quicker than if you try and control it. So, whatever's going on in your lives, people, just remember that it doesn't need to be controlled by you. More often than not, it will resolve without interference from anybody, unless it's something personal and you need to start setting boundaries. That's a little bit different. All right, so just sit back and, like Carrie says, enjoy. learning to queen the chatter, to quieten the chatter. Yeah, I think I put a few posts on that, Wendy, earlier this week, or may have been yesterday or the day before, about the internal chatter that we have. It's sometimes it sends us to places that we don't need to go. So you just need to remember that. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for anybody to think about things that are out of our control. I'm good, thank you, Mila. How are you? Are you at work at the moment? Quieten, yes. I knew that's what you meant, Wendy. I knew that's what you meant. It is hard though, Lynn. having said, that to living in the now, it is very hard as an adult because of all the things that we've learned from our pasts. To unlearn all that is just so hard. And I mean, I still unlearn things that I was always brought up with, that never really served me. And one of those things was the need to control a situation. And I learned about 6 years ago that it wasn't serving me. And I actually tried it on something very small. And I thought, let's give this a go and see how it works out. And as it turns out, it resolved without me doing anything about it. So that's when I started to change things. Okay. All right. Now, Chandra, you have put in the first donation. So what would you like a reading about? Because for some reason they're asking me to go back to this angel deck for you. Please keep the likes going at the top of the live, people. And remember, I don't know if I've actually told people, but I have got it on my page, my Facebook page, that I do private readings. All you need to do is contact me through my Messenger or through the business page, and we will set up a time for you. I have appointments set aside for people that, that one must be for you, Chandra. I'm sorry. Who is this for, love? You. This is for you, Chandra. You put in a donation, yeah? You put in the first donation. Unless you wanted it for somebody else. I do. I always try not to laugh when I say that. What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh, yes, please. Just wanted to be sure. Okay, all right, I got it. Okay, let's do this. And this, the card usually comes up as a collective card. The one that comes up at the start of the reading usually reflects what today's live is going to be about. It doesn't matter whose live it is, but that always sets the scene. So, as I'm listening to this music in the background, Chandra, I'm picking up the mind chatter for you as well. There is a need for calm, and there is a need to just breathe when something goes wrong. When the kids are crying out, when the dog starts barking, when the outside world is so alive that it is all-consuming. When we say do. But they're asking, they're just telling you as well, Chandra, and hopefully you've picked up on that message as well, to just sit down and quieten the mind, and the messages will come to you. They will just come to you. If there is enough room to fit in between all of those words that you've got in your mind, the signs will come to you. The messages will come to you. I've got this Archangel Chamuel card, which says that it's working on a pink ray of love, and being blessed with this Archangel card indicates that you are ready to open your heart to unconditional love. Now, I know that you give out unconditional love. I know that you love your children unconditionally. They're saying that they want you to put that into practice a little bit more, and forget other people's chatter. This is the message for you, Chandra. Forget everybody else's chatter. I'm so mastering this, especially when it's loud. It should be my optimum time to practice this, but I keep having to remember. Okay, so when, guys, how I don't like certain words, like I don't like the word try. Now, I know that there's always a place and a time for that word try, the word should, all right, down here that you've written here, it's loud. It should be my optimum time. What you could use instead of that word is could, because you're limiting yourself by saying this, should, right? It should be my optimum time. What you could say is it could be my optimum time, which gives you a little bit more power in believing that you could do it. Should kind of shuts it down and says, oh yeah, no, I shouldn't, and that creates parameters for yourself. So try and shut that down. See, I use that word. Shut that down and use the could instead. Yes, our words are really important. Doing the best I can not to say those words. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I do get it. I do get it. I'm just, reminding everybody that the words that we use for ourselves and for other people are really important. And I think I've had a few posts on that as well. We have to be really careful about the choice of words and our thoughts, because that word should in our thoughts means just as much as the word does when you say it aloud. All right. So the card also says, love has no restrictions and accepts all people as they are, nor does it judge. True love is so powerful that it dissolves hurt, anger, and separation. Let love flow from your heart and touch your loved ones, those you dislike and the strangers. This creates a bridge of light which the angels can move along to bring hope and peace. In return, your life will be blessed and filled with love. Chandra, why do I get the feeling that you've got things sitting on your chest? It feels like I've got a bit of a brick on my chest at the moment. And it feels like I need to shift the energy. It feels like it's stuck. It feels like I need to shift that energy that's sitting on my chest. So whatever's going on in your life, vulnerability. They're saying that they love it. They like it. They love it when you're vulnerable, when you're at your most vulnerable. And they're saying that the more vulnerable you are publicly, the more able you are to express what you need to say. I hope that makes sense for you. I'm learning how to deal with this lowest times, and that's how it feels. Yeah. With the vulnerability, it kind of comes up with that, with the whole theme of today, I think, and just learning to let love flow from your heart. The vulnerability card just talks about being open-hearted and dares you to allow yourself to be vulnerable. And that requires courage to take down all those words, the walls to expose who you are. And, sometimes I've watched your lives, Chandra, and I feel like, you want to go into this really emotional words. And what they're saying to you is say them, because the more you say them, the easier this is going to become for you. That's right. To be this way. Need to move past the judgment. Yes, I know. I get that. A judgment is a harsh thing, and we all have to learn to live with that. And that expression where people have said, you can't be liked by everybody, that is so true. But there's an inner child, Chandra, that lives within all of us that doesn't like being judged. We just want to be kids sometimes. We just want to be cared for. We just want to be loved. And, accepted is the other word, which is, really hard in an adult world. We just can't be liked by everybody. If you remember they're showing me a schoolyard at the moment. So they're saying that when you were in the schoolyard, you chose your friends then because they were on the same frequency as you. And when you tried to go to a different group, what happened was you didn't fit in. So you went back to your group. So you stayed with your group because that's where you resonated the most. And they're saying, remember that. All right. Remember where you fit in. Remember what resonates with you. Remember who resonates with you. Just remember that frequency. Don't lower yourself. Don't want to be accepted by everybody because it's just not possible. It really isn't. Okay, so the card also says not to be separate from the divine, not to be separate from the universe, because you are one with the universe. But, you know, it's like our bodies, and within our bodies we have different parts of our body that all work together as a collective. Whether it's good or bad, it still works together as a collective to make our bodies work. Within that, again, if you go a little bit deeper, if you close your eyes and go a little bit deeper, there are parts, you know, teeny weeny little particles of that is their own universe, and they work within themselves to make the outer world, which is our body, work. So think about it all like that. Each part is unique. Each part is intrinsic. Each part plays a part in our universe, in who we are, in the one. All right. So, and then it says, ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner self, inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and dare to be open. Now, for some reason, Chandra, they're showing me your children, and what they're showing me is you getting down on your knees and just giving them a great big hug. And they want you to just take that in. They want you to take that love in, because that's what you give out to other people. Yes, there is a reason and there is a role for everyone, Chandra, absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Now, they're also talking to me through this particular card that I've got here called introspection. And they're saying that you do a lot of introspective work, Chandra. What they want you to do is don't go diving like I do. Don't go diving down into rabbit hole after rabbit hole. The introspection is not meant to be there all the time. They want you to find that quiet space for contemplation, to look within. They want you to withdraw and review things, but don't review them to the point where it takes you down another rabbit hole and another one. Just reflect on all of those things that have brought you to where you are now. And your kids, I mean, they just love hugs. They love it when you sit beside them and, you know, you've got your arm around them and they're watching something on the TV. All they want to do is be near you. I need this exactly resonates so much. That's great. That's really good. Thank you, Chandra. They're just asking you to breathe through life, Chandra. They're just saying to you, please remember, Chandra, that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And I know I say this to a lot of people, you are exactly where you need to be, but they're just saying it's okay. In fact, they're not saying just it's okay. They're saying it's okay, sweetheart. It's all right. I mean, I don't usually like pet names when I'm on my lives, but they're saying to you, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay to just be. Was asking me to sit with them, or yes, just sit with them. Just sit with them, because that's what they want. And, you know, one day you'll one day they'll grow up and you won't be sitting with them the same way as you do now. So just sit with them and just be. because you'll look back at those, like I've got a memory flashback now with my 2 kids, one on either side, and we're just watching some random movie on the TV, and I'm just looking down at them thinking, my God, look what I've created. And I was just in that moment. Yes, please remember to breathe, all right? This introspection is also about your gifts, Chandra. That you have gifts that, and they're telling me beyond your card reading abilities. You are insightful. You are an empath. You are able to. Okay, so now they're just saying to me, dig deep, Chandra, because there's something that you're missing. That you have a gift that we want you to start using. Now, I don't know what that is. But they're saying, dig deep, Chandra, because it's there. All right, you are more than a card reading. They're talking to me about channeling something different into your spiritual world. I don't know what that means. It would be really interesting for you to reach out to me and tell me what that means. What have you got going on? What are you seeding in your mind that you're not putting into practice yet? And the other thing to remember, Chandra, is they're saying to me that you are on a different level with your healing. They're saying that that you can heal, but don't forget, people, that healing comes on a whole different load, lots of different levels. All right, healing comes in the form of card readings, meditations, being an empath. Raising children, getting outside, and saying hello to the world. It is all, everything is healing. Sorry, I'm just picking up on a few messages here. I know that's feeling. That's why I'm always searching. Yeah. Yes, and it's hard to stop searching sometimes. Searching. I'm always searching as well. When I went out for my walk this morning, all I did was I just looked. I just looked around at things, and instead of seeing what I normally see, I was looking for the things that I couldn't see or that I hadn't seen before. Communication is a gift, Marlene. It absolutely is. So Daff, if you'd like to put through a donation, I can get to you shortly. Everything has so many messages. Yes, it does. It does. Okay, so once again, they're just showing me with your angels around you. I just want to give you the biggest hug, because sometimes they're telling me that people forget to hug you, Chandra, and they want you to know that all they want you to see, and what I'm seeing at the moment, and I'm not necessarily saying that angels have wings. This is how they represent themselves to me, because that's what I identify with, all right? But they're just wrapping themselves around you. You've got so much protection from them. So if you ever feel like you're not being hugged, just reach out to your angels and ask them for the biggest hug, because they're right there beside you. They're right there beside you. It's almost like they're going, it's okay. It's okay, sweetheart, which is what I said to you before. Yes, Chandra, just breathe. You're exactly where you should be. That's exactly what I want you to say, right? Tina, you donated. Okay. All right. Thank you, Tina. I'm a medium healer as well, and will relax. It is a clearer channel. Yes, it is. It is. Thank you, Chandra. I'm just the messenger. All right. If you have a look at my intro, I'm just a light worker. I'm just a messenger. That's what they give me to give to you. And to finish this reading off for you, Chandra, they've got this card here called the Wisdom card. All right. And hopefully you can read that. I want you to just, I haven't even read it myself yet, but if you take a screenshot and just listen to the words. Knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. Your angel guidance is to connect your still, quiet center and listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will take decisions you will take the decisions and act from your own infinite self. With wisdom, life takes on a new perspective as dramas and fears become insignificant in comparison with the magnificence of the overall picture. Walk your path in life as one with the wise one, and all will revere and respect you. And the affirmation for this card is, I listen to my wisdom. So that, Chandra, was for you. Thank you so much for allowing me into your energy, Chandra. And I'm really interested to find out what it is that you're not showing people about your gifts, because they're saying that you've got a new gift coming in. And it's okay, they're saying, because life is full on for you at the moment with your kids and with your family, with life. The 3D world is just all consuming sometimes, but they want you to remember to take time out for you, all right? Because you've got something coming in that maybe my fire, I don't know, but they're saying that you've got something coming in, and they want you to remember that you're just as important. Maybe mediumship, healing abilities. Work on them, all right? Work on them. You know, there's a few ideas that I was playing with that because there are a number of us that would like to improve our skills, and I was working on something. I've got these ideas, and I haven't put any of them into play yet. Because I'm not quite sure how to do that, but you know, maybe some form of classes that I could get together, not classes per se, but just I don't know, being a mentor for people, how to get these out, I will just leave that. Yes, confidence has a lot to do with it, but that comes with that comes with putting yourself out there and getting it done. You can't have the confidence if you don't put it out there and start channeling some of that new stuff that you've got going on. As embarrassing for some reason, I find it feels embarrassing. It only feels embarrassing because you're not sure about the messages or how to do it. I got an idea. I need help with healing for a friend. Was hoping you could help organize. Yes, Chandra, just reach out to me and tell me what your ideas are. All right? Absolutely. And, you know, if anybody ever reaches out to me, you guys know that it goes no further than me. All right? So just reach out and let me know. Thank you, Chandra. Thank you. I don't like the word teacher. I don't like the word class. I prefer to have it as a meeting together. And mentor, I don't mind being a mentor because I don't know. It feels like it involves other people, and it feels like what you guys say matters to me, all right? It matters to me. I take everything on board. You are so welcome, Chandra. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Thank you for saying that. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Chandra, for allowing me into your space. And let me know, because you've got some hidden talent there that you're not quite up to speed with yet. And maybe that's just because your children are small and you will have more time for yourself. Bless you, Sonia. And thank you, Tina. Only speaking truths, hun. Yeah, I know, Vicky. And you know what? You know what we're like. you know, when people say good things about you on your live, Vicky, I just love it, because it's all true about you too. And the same for the rest of you as well. Love and light to you all. Chandra. Okay, that timestamp, 35 minutes, I think. Spoke so much volumes. Your readings always help give me clarity. Thank you, Chandra. As I said, I'm just the messenger. Just the messenger. Little old me, as I've said to people before. What, just me? Little old me. Hello, Sarah Marie. Let me know if you'd like a change of music, people. Hi, Conchetta, how are you? Keep the love lights and thumbs up going at the top of the page for me, please, people. That will help get my lives out to a whole group, a whole different set of people. I'm just going to go in and check. Show me some love hearts coming across the screen. That would be really good. I'm really good. I'm really good. Thank you, Sarah Marie. Love the music. It is very peaceful, Sonia. It's repetitive, which is why, you know, sometimes I need to have a different pace of music. Hi, Helen. How are you? All right. Carrie Jimison, are you still here? Carrie Jimison. And once again, people, I just want to tell you, all of the donations that you guys send in to me, they all go to my anti-child trafficking fund. Right? I'm just going to paste it again because it's just so important for me to pay it forward. I give you my energy and my time through these readings, which I absolutely love doing for you guys. Don't get me wrong. And I am lucky enough and fortunate enough to be able to pay it forward to a small group of people who do child recovery. And because these children just cannot stand up for themselves and they need to be rescued. So this is my way of paying it forward. I have a few people that pay that like to donate monthly, and to all of the people who pay it monthly into that fund, it is just really, it's just beautiful of you. So thank you so much. I saw that video, it was so emotional. Yeah, and I did put a video up there. It starts out really slowly, but there's no, just be mindful, people, there's no content in there that would make you feel heartbroken. All right, it would be really good if you just tap into the video itself, because it is fast paced towards the end. And the guys that go over there, they're just absolutely phenomenal. There is no middle person. All of my funds go directly to them. And I've been supporting them for a number of years now. So, and I'm also thinking about another one, which is to do with communities digging wells for themselves so they have clean water. I also believe I put that on my page. Yes, a small amount each month goes a long way. Absolutely, Vicky. All right. Now, I was asking for Carrie, there she is. Just let me know that you're still here, Carrie. Sorry, sometimes I can start talking about this and I just can't stop. I saw that one too. That would be amazing. Yeah, it would. I'd like to donate to both but I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that yet. Like I said, another rabbit hole that I need to go down. Just give us 2 seconds, guys. Helen. Tina. Okay, all right. I clearly stalk you. No, you don't, Sonia. Don't. No, I love it when you guys, and I love the interaction on the page. All right, if I put up a post, talk to me. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're saying. When I put up a post, it's to engage people, to let me know how you guys are doing. Right? That's what I'm here for. That's what my page has been there for. I think I started it in 2016 or 2017. I'm not really sure. But I love engaging people that way. I love it. All right, Carrie. Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask Carrie? Okay, Carrie, I don't know why they're talking to me about this, but I pulled over a card and I thought to myself, what does that mean? Now, too many to name, so whatever comes through. Okay, just let me know if this resonates with you, Carrie. They're talking about flexibility. They're saying that, you know, you're coming to this point where you're going to get lots of changes in your life and lots of surprises are going to come your way. And what they want you to do is to remember to be flexible with that. All right? Flexibility for you. Because sometimes, and I'm not saying this just about you, Carrie, because it happens to all of us, including myself, we become that rigid about the way we live our life that we forget to be flexible. So they're asking you to move into a more flexible way of thinking. They're going to be bringing in new things for you, Carrie. I'm not sure what that means, whether it's to do with your physical life, whether it's to do with your spiritual life, but they're saying be more flexible with your approach to these different things, because when they introduce it to you, they need you to take it on board. It's like this morning when because I had a chiro appointment this afternoon, and they kept saying to me, you don't need it, just ring them up and cancel the appointment. And then they said all of a sudden to me, they said, but don't ring now, don't call now. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you ask me to cancel the appointment and then say don't ring now? And I'm thinking, okay, all right, well, I'm listening. So I listened and I went to pick up the phone. They said, no, not now. Just wait. So I'm thinking, yeah, okay. So I went out on my walk, came back, and still no answer from my guides. And I thought, you know, the longer I leave this, maybe they're going to charge me a cancellation fee for my appointment. But they didn't. And then I got this almighty now at the top of their voice. Now, call them now. So I rang them and I cancelled the appointment. And I thought to myself, why am I being asked to do this now? As it turns out, they had just had a phone call from somebody who needed to have an appointment with the same chiro that I use. Now, had I called before that, they would have given the appointment to somebody else. Okay? So they're asking you to be more flexible with the way you think. So tune into your guides, because they're going to be giving you messages that you won't necessarily understand, but they're just saying there's going to be lots of changes for you, lots of surprises for you, and they want you to think about how you can change the way you think. It's a good reminder, because I forget my head if it wasn't attached to my body. That's very funny. That's very funny, Carrie. Okay, so if something does come up for you, they're asking you to just sit back and think about the whole situation rather than a small part of it. Sometimes that's appropriate and sometimes it's not, because there are solutions to all of the problems that we have. We just have to figure out which way is best to go. So they're asking you to be more flexible. Like if you feel like saying no to somebody, ask yourself, why am I saying no to that person? And then you could just change it, before you speak, because we think at a million miles an hour. Before you speak, ask yourself, oh, okay, I want to say no to this person, but why can't I say yes? Be a little bit more flexible with the things that you're doing in your life. All right? Carrie, are you still doing healings for people? Do you still do healing? Because they're asking you to work with white rays of light. I have to write that down before I forget it. Are you still doing healings? There's a shift coming in for you. Hi, Christina. White rays of light. Right, that makes sense. Yes, I do. I've been doing golden rays. Okay, so you do the golden rays as well. You could do them both together. They're saying to me, you can channel in this white rays of light in as well as the golden rays, because each has a different each one of them has a different level, a different frequency of healing. So if you could tap into the white rays as well. You're really relaxed at the moment, Carrie. Really relaxed. As soon as I just tapped into your energy, I'm thinking, wow, okay, this woman has grown so much. And I remember the first time I met you, well over a year ago. As soon as I tap into your energy, you are very much relaxed, a lot more relaxed than what you used to be. And this is helping you with your healings. This relaxation that you're doing, it's like a disciplined relaxation. It's like you are now stepping into this as though it's a norm for you. You were a mess. Yeah, that was a long time ago, but look how much you've grown since then, Carrie. They want you to give yourself a pat on the back. They want you to applaud yourself. They want you to see how far you've come. And we all of us don't do enough of that. We don't do enough by telling ourselves how much we've actually grown. We see what we're doing in the moment, but this is a good time to reflect and see just how far you've actually come, because you have come a long way. Carrie, they're telling me that sometimes you don't listen to your higher self. You don't listen to your intuition. And they want you to say to yourself, why am I not being more flexible with this? Why can't I just tune into my higher self and just listen to it? So be more flexible again. Tune into that higher self. Tune into that intuitive nature that you've got, because you're for some reason you're not allowing yourself to go there. Sometimes when we channel, some of us don't actually believe that we're channeling the right things. We're not doing things the right way. A lot of the channeling comes through imagination. So that imagination is within yourselves. I get a lot of my messages. I don't usually see in front of me like other people can see spirit. I feel and I hear, and they give me pictures. I'm really good at making pictures. And so they give it to me that way, and they show me. So they're asking you to use your imagination, which will help build your healing abilities. I do try to combine the white, but notice it changes in my healings. LOL. Yeah, I do tune out her from time to time because of my lack of time to think. Okay. All right. And that's fair. That's fair. At least you know what's going on. At least you understand the dynamics of why you don't listen. But if they stand in front of you, or they've got a huge message for you, you need to listen. You need to tune into that because it's designed for you. All right. Your angels, the card is looking at me, and there's on the card it says your angels are inviting you to use the power of your creative imagination to expand your horizons and picture life the way you want. That includes your spirituality and your physical life. All right. When you hold a vision, the angels see the clarity of your intention, and it opens up the doors for you. So hold the intention. Okay. Watch that scene play out. Hold the intention there. Always hold that positive intention. The angel wisdoms guide you to decide your desired outcomes. Be certain that they are coming from the purest of intent. And the affirmation for that particular card says, I picture positive outcomes for the highest good, for your highest good. So listening to your highest self for your healings, bringing in those white rays they're asking, and I can see them. I can actually see them coming through and you using them. And it's not coming through you, it's channeling. You're channeling it and you're using it, but I'm just seeing here, it's not coming through your whole being. You're channeling it and then you're putting it out to the person that you're using or that you're giving the healing for. And they're also talking to me about choices, Carrie. You have a number of choices coming to you. I have to write that down. Choices is where you're going to have to listen to your higher self, because there are a number of choices coming in for you. Like I said to you before, you've got some new gifts as well that are coming in, and they're going to give you choices through that. So listen to the choices that you've got, and don't worry about the decisions, because that in itself is a form of control, but just choose wisely which one you would like to incorporate. And if you don't want to choose, just wait. But those choices are coming for you. Like they're saying, don't act impulsively. Sometimes it's not okay to act impulsively when you're making choices. And also remember that sometimes these choices are coming in and they're not for your highest good. So it's all again about boundaries. And Carrie, look what card you have here. The Magician card. I don't know why these smaller cards don't come up for you, but you are the Magician. You have all of the tools. You have the Universal. You have that number 8. You have the wand. You know, look at all of these things that you have available to you on the table here. You've got the cups, these fairies. You've got so many tools that are sitting in front of you to be able to use to take yourself forward. You've got it all, Carrie. You're able to do it. You're shifting, woman. You're going somewhere different. I tell you what, because you really have. You've grown so much. Yeah, Sonia, I don't think it's going to be a long live because I do have to go out later on. But thank you for popping in. And if I've missed anybody's comments, I do apologize. When I read for somebody, it's really hard for me to concentrate on all of the comments. It's hard with my imagination and what it brings me, because I have a hard time thinking it's truly what I'm seeing. So believing them is tricky, which is what I was talking to you about, imagination, all right? Nothing. And please remember, Carrie, no matter what decision you make, it will not be the wrong one for yourself. And I've said this before, despite what anybody else thinks or feels about the decisions that you make in your life, you will not make the wrong decision for yourself, because it has been planned for that. Anything, any path you take in your life, whether somebody thinks it's good, bad, indifferent, whatever, is being planned for. All right, that's why we keep saying that the universe is constantly growing. It's growing because of the decisions that we make. It takes us on new paths. It takes us to different paths. So yeah, remember that. Just remember to be flexible. Just remember that your imagination is serving you. And again, don't criticize your imagination. Don't criticize that part of you that is questioning as well whether or not it's right or wrong, because this is just what you do. You're trying to clarify whether or not it's real. So hold every thought, good or bad, because they're all designed to help you. Yes, thank you. Been feeling things coming forward. Even my visions are changing. Things are being shown more and more, and this flexibility needed to remind me, because I was halfway fluffing it off. Don't fluff it off, all right? Don't fluff it off, because, and they'll keep coming. You know, the more you fluff things off, as you say, and I like the way you said that, Carrie, the more you fluff things off, the more they come back to you in whatever way, shape or form. They'll keep coming back until you stop fluffing them off. Have you noticed that at all, Carrie? They'll just keep coming back to bite you. That's what I say, you know, the problems, the issues, the things that we're thinking about will just keep coming back. If you push it away, it will just keep coming back, because you're meant to think about that. You're meant to go down that rabbit hole. You're meant to decide what to do with that. So use your imagination. Yeah, I figured that might be the case. It happens to all of us. I push it away, it comes back. I push it away, it comes back. And I mean, oh my God, we play games like that all the time. And so I've come to realize that every time I push something away and it keeps coming back, I'm meant to do something about it. Just remember, woman, you have grown so much. All right, you really have. So much since I first met you. And I love seeing the growth. I really do. I love it. Love, 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 love it. All right. Okay, Carrie, pardon me. Do you have any questions that you'd like to ask? Just make sure that I haven't got anything extra in here. Okay, no extras. Change the way I go about it until I get the right outcome. Thank you so much. Yes, and that's all about being flexible, Carrie. It's all about being flexible. The more flexible we are, the less control we have over things, the easier the outcome is going to be, and the quicker those outcomes will come. You'd be amazed. Try it on something small and see how you go with it. I am meditating like I should, or do I need to change it up? Am I meditating like I should? Do I need to change it up? Okay, so when you meditate, Carrie, they're asking you to ask for that which you need to help move you, to help you move into a direction or move into a situation where you can see an outcome. Meditations are all about asking for what you need as well. All right, you have that clear mind. You're coming from a void. You're coming from that space of not knowing. When you put yourself there and you ask a question, or you set the intention before you meditate, because I don't know how you meditate, but if you set the intention when you go into the meditation to ask for that which you need, it may be for the next week, it could be for the next month, it could be for the next year, depending on what the question is that you're going to ask. Set that intention and ask for more clarity. All right? So hopefully that helps you, Carrie. They're just saying ask. Ask us, ask us, ask us. That's what we're here for. We can't help you. We can't help you unless you ask us. We can't do anything for you unless you tell us that it's okay for us to be there for you. We're sitting here waiting for you. That's what they're saying, Carrie. It's like you guys are sitting around in a powwow when you're in your meditations, and you're all sitting there and you're sharing different things. But why do you find it so difficult to ask for what you want, Carrie? They're saying to me. They just pop that in there. Why do you find it so difficult to ask for what you want? Don't be afraid to ask us, they're saying. That's what we're here for. Let us know what you need. That's what your manifesting skills are supposed to be doing. You ask us and we will manifest it for you. Stay in that present moment. Stay with that positive thought. The changes, allow change to come in. Why are you not asking them? They're saying, just ask us. That's what if you're going into a meditation, ask us. They keep showing me your little powwows. It just comes. Also, I have hard times asking for anything. Yeah, I know. We all do. We all have a hard time asking for things, but you're asking the spiritual realm. You're asking, the beyond the veil. You're asking for that which you need to give you more direction, Carrie, from them. And it's okay to ask, but you have to ask. If you don't ask, you won't get. It's like in our world here, in the physical world. If you don't ask for what you want, you won't get it. The same thing applies to them. You don't ask them, you won't get it. Manifesting is also about asking your angels, your guides, your spiritual team, putting it out there in the present, might I add. Make sure that it's all in the present so that you can get it, so that you can have it. Don't say I would like or I want, because that always assumes that it's going to be always out of your reach. Just say I have. Show me how to do this. Be a part of my of what I'm asking for. I allow you to give me direction while I'm in this meditation or in my physical life. I'm asking for direction. Please show me now how I can do this. And Carrie, I would love for you to be able to let me know how you go with that if you do take that on board. Okay. Carrie, is that all you have to? Is there anything else? You're welcome. You're welcome, Carrie. All right. So I have Tina up now. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to ask Carrie just before I move on to Tina. Mary, if you'd like to put in a donation, please, I can do an in-depth reading for you. I've just posted it underneath Carrie's comment. Where are you, Tina? Okay. Okay, love and light, Carrie, and have an absolutely brilliant night, day. I keep forgetting where people are. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. They want you to go outside and ground as well, Carrie. They need you to go outside. They need you to take your socks and shoes off, and they need you to ground. They're asking you to take some a smudge stick out with you, or some Palo Santo or something like that, and give yourself a smudging to clear some energy away. I don't know what that's about. They're just giving that to me now. So can you go outside and ground if it's not too late for you? And just do a clearing mantra for yourself. Okay, Tina. Yes, I know. Think of what it's doing to your physiology when you go out there. Just think about that. They're only asking you to do it now. On a grassed area, not concrete, on a grassed area. And I want a picture, Carrie. I want a picture to prove it. Hello, Karina. How are you? Okay. Where are you, Tina? Tina. Do you have any questions, Tina? Okay. Okay, so Tina, they're telling me that you're starting to reveal yourself to people. You're starting to show a little bit more of your vulnerable side than what you had, say, 6 months ago, or they're saying even 6 to 8 months ago, that things are changing for you. You're showing a side of yourself that not many people had seen before. It was like you were, and they're using the word obsessed. I don't like that word, but they're using it, so I'm going to use it. It's like you were obsessed with a 3D life, like with your physical life, and there were things that you wanted to achieve. There were things that you wanted to do, and that was your drive. It drove you, not to the point where, I had to do better than my neighbors, but the physical aspect of it, like the owning things or doing things or being the best at, has changed. It's shifted for you. And you're becoming more, and they're just giving me the chills at the moment, you're becoming more in tune with who you are. Now, they've given me a card here at the moment which talks about It is what it is. All right? It is what it is. And the key concepts here, they talk about radical acceptance, engaging life on life's terms, observing circumstances and taking them at face value, recognizing and releasing resistance and denial. What happens when you look at the world? Can you see it exactly for it is, or do you only assume what it is? A door closing isn't an invitation to take a battering ram to it. What if there were another door to lead you to another destiny? If you can release your attachment to getting what you want, you'll be surprised at how much energy you have for more important things. Liberated from the burden of yearning, you'll have the access to what is best for all, including yourself. All right? You can now try, and they're using that word try with this particular card. Try to accept things as they are and shift your focus and attention until that other door opens up for you. So the door is shut for a reason. And a lot of us on a spiritual level know this now, that when one door closes, another door will open. So, when I say to people in my lives that they've closed that door for me, they've got no more information to give for me to share with the person I'm doing a reading, that door closes for a reason. All right. So remember that when one door shuts, another one opens. And if somebody, has a disagreement with you, or you're not resonating with that person, that door is shut. That moment has passed. Move on. Know that it's for a reason. If you want to fight for it, fight for it. We choose our battles, all right? Not every battle is meant to be not every battle is meant to be argued. It's not meant to be clarified. Just some are meant to be left alone. Yeah, one of my favorite words, try, yeah. Okay, so it says, radically accept life on life's terms. When you stop fighting against it and instead fight for what you truly desire, more of the world becomes available to you. And you're doing this now, Tina. I know you're doing it. I've seen a shift happening for you. I met you not that long ago, and I've seen changes in you, Tina. Right? And sometimes we forget to tell people that we've known how much of a shift you have made personally. And I think, the things that have happened in your life have helped you make that shift, right? And, you say you understand that. You are actually living that, all right? When you are no longer in denial about what's in front of you, you will be empowered to make necessary changes with respect to yourself and your attitude and your choices. The irony is that real transformation can happen once you surrender to the idea that things are exactly as they're meant to be. All right? If you take a step back with clarity and acceptance, you will realize that life is offering you something magical. One door shuts, another one opens. Even if circumstances send you on a temporary detour, which it has done that, but it's for a reason, you will discover the treasure beyond your imagination and a new way to embrace the world. Keep this prayer in your mind. And I'm not particularly religious, but take it on board whichever way you need to. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, remember that. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. You do say that. There you go. So that card was meant for you. And look at the door. All right? Look where it's leading you. I mean, if you can just imagine that each one of these pillars here have a door in between them, all right? It's very possible that those doors are shutting because they're showing you the path. So don't fight the path. Follow that path. Learn that in recovery. Yeah. follow it. All right. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Again, please listen to your intuition, because you are extraordinary. All right. You are beyond the ordinary. You are extraordinary. Look at that card. You've got so much energy. You've got so much love to give people. This is just who you are. I want you to see that. I want you to know that. If you're sitting down having a cuppa at the moment, I want you to take a great big deep breath and know that, you are exactly who you're meant to be. Every single part of you. Now, Tina, why are they showing me a scenario where, I don't know if you do any meditations, Tina, but they're actually saying to me you had something happen to you in the last couple of weeks where you felt that it was very meaningful, very encouraging. I don't know what this was, but it made you feel like you were home. What are they talking about? I'm going to rip the mood today, Caroline. Yeah, just be careful, Karina, because they're out in forces at the moment. Not sure. Okay. All right. Do you meditate, Tina? However that is for you? Because they said to me that it's something that was extremely meaningful to you, and they want you to remember what it made you feel like. What did no, pardon me, not what did it make you feel. They want you to remember the feeling that you got. Sleep meditation. So what you're saying, that you meditate and you go to sleep and you get your messages through your meditations while you're asleep. Is that what you're telling me? You're using my symbols. Oh, good. Okay, that's what I want. I don't want you banned. I like your trolling. You see things, Tina, but you don't tell people. You see things, they're saying to me. She sees, but she doesn't speak it. Tina, you see things, but you don't speak it. They want you to trust. I love you too, Karina. They want you to trust yourself. They want you to trust when those words come out that they're meant to be spoken. And when you say sometimes, nobody gets messages all the time, okay? She doesn't realize that what she sees is considering seeing. Okay, all right, okay. We really do need to get this group together, don't we? I'm just going to write that down. Yes, Tina, you see things. This is what I'm saying to you. You see things, but you don't speak them. They're saying to you, make that connection. This is a part of yourself that needs to grow. I will put something up, Chandra, about that. I think, not think. I will. I'll think about that. I will think about that. Okay. Now they're not only saying you see things and you don't speak them, but you feel things. You feel, you see, but you don't speak. And try to decipher the messages either. Just take the simplicity from the messages. Yeah. You tell Chandra, okay, well, they want you to start telling more people about what you see and what you feel. This is what it's about. I mean, even, you have to start practicing this. And what I was saying to Chandra before about that as well, she needs to start practicing this. Maybe I need to put this mentor group into place, this mentoring, because, and they're just saying to me, yay, do it. It's just something that, and they're just kind of showing me the group where each particular person can speak, on their own within that group. I have a few thoughts about that, so maybe I will put it into play, but you need to be able to speak what you feel and what you see, Tina. I feel, hear and see. Yeah. Yes. Now they're asking you to speak it. Tina Simpson, yes, I know, but you're not realizing that it happens all the time. Yeah. Hello, Tracy. How are you? Okay. All right. You've got the card number 38, which talks about endless possibilities. And with that particular card, I'll show it to you. And notice where the stars are at the moment, all right? The stars here. Look at this, the star chakra, the star, your third eye. Look at that. How beautiful is that card, right? What they're saying, the key concepts for this particular card is unlimited potential. Moving beyond limiting beliefs and filtering an unhealed past, using your awareness to discern what is possible and having the courage to leap forward as well. All right? You look at the world through a lens of life and the life experiences, the personality, the conditioning. That filter determines whether or not you believe in the abundance of the universe and the endless possibilities, the various degrees of limitations, or the infinite range of options. When your expectations and your unconscious or otherwise are based on lack, it's difficult to see what is truly available to you. Okay? They're asking you, they're saying today, ask yourself what you believe. Are you limitless potential outcome to align with your energy, or are you less than that? You are limitless, all right? You have endless possibilities, okay? Use your third eye. All right, use that imagination that I was talking about with Carrie. Use all of that to your advantage. It's all designed to give you more perception of what it is that you're truly capable of. You are limitless. Absolutely, you are. Forget the conditions of the past. Forget all that shit, all right? Make new ones. Make new ones and make them much better for yourself. And that's basically what they're telling me. And like I said before, with somebody else, they're closing that door. So they're saying to me, you need to start doing this. You need to start remembering what you actually came here to do. Every time I close my eyes, I see visions. Oh, wonderful woman. So speak them. So, okay, Tina, let's just do this because I've got a couple of minutes before the next one, who is Helen Bergen. Close your eyes, Tina. Just close your eyes, all right, for a minute. And as soon as you close your eyes, I want you to tell me, when you've cleared your mind, I want you to tell me the vision that you see. And then I want you to speak it through the comments for people. Tell us what you see. Okay, I got it. Mary, I got it. Christina. No, that's fine. No, it's good. It's okay, Mary. Thank you. Okay, so Tina, what did you see when you closed your eyes? When you closed your eyes? I see me walking on the grass feeding the animals. So, you saw that. Now, what are you going to go and do with it? What are you going to do with that knowledge? I don't know what time of the day it is for you at the moment, Tina, but are you able to go outside and feed the animals now? Because that is where you're supposed to be at the moment. Go and talk to the animals. Look them in the eye. Feel them. Doesn't always have to be about life outside, all right? Feed the animals. Yes, feed the animals. Go and feed the animals. Be in that moment. I connect with them. See, there you go, Tina. And they feel you. Go and hug a tree. Go and talk to these beautiful animals that you've got around you. They are the essence of unconditional love. Connect with them. Yeah, just go out and connect with them, Tina. And once again, guys, I just want to say thank you for all of the donations that you've put through today. They are going directly to the Anti-Child Trafficking Fund, and they're helping kids out who can't stand up for themselves, who've lost faith in the world. I hug trees daily. Can you hug any of those animals? Will they let you hug them, or will they just look at them? Just look at them. I don't think, Tracy, I'm actually got to go out after the readings are done. I've got 3 more left, but after that I think I'll close the live. Here go my dogs again. I cannot believe it. Every time I go live by myself, they start barking outside. Well, they've gone out the back, so they're not out the front. That's a good thing. Okay, Tracy, I'd love to give you a reading. We'll be back on Friday. If you're not busy on Friday, myself and Lockie will be going live. If you want to come to that one, that would be really good, and we can give you a dual reading. They look at me and move their head when I talk. Yes, but you don't even need to say the words because they can hear you, right? They can hear what you're saying. They can hear you. You don't even need to speak. That vibration that we feel that we need to use using our words, we don't need to use the words, all right? You just instantly have to think something and they know it. It's like what do they call that? Telepathy. You're telepathic. I mean, we each communicate. We just don't know that we're doing it, all right? They line up. Go out there, woman. Just do it. Okay? Just do it. Okay. You don't need to speak. You just need to think it. Love you, Tina. Thank you so much for your donation. Just get out there and don't think about any of the rest of the world. Just get out there and be in the moment with them. Invite your angels in, invite your crew in, invite your, your spiritual team in, your crew, that's what I meant, to be with you while you're there. Yes, I heard you, Indy. All right, Helen Bergen. Love and light to you, Tina. Love and light. All right, Helen, I got you up next. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. Okay, Helen, as soon as I got into your energy, I'm feeling very sore on the right-hand side of my body. Now that could be, it could be a mirror image, so it could be your left, it could be your right, but I'm picking it up on the right side, more so than the left. So if it's one side of your body that is aching, I'm picking it up in the shoulder area and the top of my back. Now, I know you've had issues with your spine. I fully get that, but for some reason they wanted me to say that. They wanted me to let you know that they acknowledge what's going on with your body. Are there any stretches that you can do with your neck? They're saying. Hi, Paul. Are there any stretches that you can do with your neck to help move that? Now, they're telling me that there is also energy that's stuck. They're actually showing me where you did the damage, and they're not talking about inside your body. They're showing me a back stair where you did that, and they're saying every time you walk out the back there, or every time you think about it, you cringe, and it's almost like you're it takes you right back to that particular moment where things went wrong. You see a chiro. Okay, this is good. Is this a neuropathic chiro or just a chiro? I don't know why they're saying neuropathic chiro. You said chiropractor. They said neuropathic chiropractor. Regular chiro. Okay. I don't know what the difference is, Helen. Maybe you could ask him next time what a neuropathic or neurochiro is, but they're the words that they're giving me for you at the moment. It's something to do with neurology. I don't know. If Karina is still here, maybe she could shed some light on that. I don't know. Maybe somebody could Google it and tell me what the difference between a neurochiro is and a normal chiro, but they're saying neurochiro for you. And I know this may be standard to a lot of people, but they're telling me that when you get cold, the pain in your back seems to be worse. So they're asking you to make sure that you keep your back warm. Okay, so who is it that you need to forgive, Helen? And they're saying it's not about just forgiveness, forgiveness to somebody else, but it's something to do, hey Marantha, it's something to do with the forgiveness of yourself as well. It's like it's like you come down on yourself so hard for the accident that happened that you find it hard to forgive yourself for actually that happening. I sleep on a heat pad. Okay. All right. Well, obviously the heat must be something that they want you to move into. So when you do get cold, they're saying that your back hurts more than if it's been warmed up. And I kind of get that, because we all kind of seize up in the middle of winter, but they want you, again, they're just giving me that information to give you. Now, they're talking about forgiveness, this particular card. 9 and 6 is 15, 1 and 5 is 6. So if anybody wants to look up the meaning of number 6, that would be really good, and you can put it in the comments if you like. It talks about forgiving yourself and others for past actions that may have caused you pain, which in your case is you, all right? You fell over. You hurt your back. You almost, like, it was just horrible. You're being encouraged to heal any unresolved resentments or guilt that is blocking you at the moment. So if you feel on some level that you keep kicking yourself and you keep coming down on yourself so hard, they want you to stop doing that, all right? They're saying that those emotions are toxic and your body holds that knowledge. The card number 6 talks about sickness, family, self-love, and bring upon a soulmate. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is more to do with self-forgiveness then. And they're saying for the sake of your health and your future happiness, you need to be able to forgive your past. Do you come down on yourself? Yes, you do. Okay. All right, so they're asking you to let up on that. It's not serving you, then it's a reminder. This card is reminding you to give forgiveness for yourself. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to forget or anything else to do with the behaviors of what happened in the past. It just means that you're releasing yourself from that prison that you feel you can't get out of. You've got to keep stopping yourself from saying, oh, fuck, I shouldn't have done this. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. It was the wrong thing. It just happened. It was meant to happen for a reason. And they're saying to me that it was designed to slow you right down. So you must have been powering through your life and not seeing things that you were supposed to pick up along your way. So this has slowed you right down. And it also says, when you come to accept and move on from the real or perceived betrayals, you create a happier future built on freedom and inner peace. Bitterness only attracts disharmony, misery, or pain. Thus, forgiveness is the best way to set your spirit free. So please, they're saying, on a daily basis, on an hourly basis, whatever you need to do, if you are thinking about what happened on that particular occasion and you come down on yourself really hard, they want you to cancel thought, and put a new thought in there. I was given that particular situation as a lesson for my life. I'm learning from that lesson now. I'm not going to come down on myself so hard. I'm learning from this. And the affirmation for that particular card is, I create a happier future as I accept and forgive the past. Helen, did you actually look into anything? I think the last time we did a reading for you, I mentioned, what was it? Hydrotherapy, like getting out into water so that your back didn't feel so much pressure when you stood up. Did you actually do anything about like walking in water? Did you go into that at all? And Mary, thank you for doing that. The next card that I've got for you is card number 66, which is about healing. So this card here is about forgiving yourself. And where does that lead to? Healing. Hello, Jamie. We didn't talk about that before. Okay, so it must have been somebody else, but they've just mentioned it again to me about hydrotherapy, about walking in water, about being able to get yourself into water because it's healing for you. They're talking about Reiki, they're talking about kinesiology, they're talking about physical therapy, homeopathy, acupuncture, nursing, not nursing, I don't know where that came from, anything to do with that, life coaching to help you move into a different area, move you out of this self-criticism that you've got going on, to change the wheels of motion moving forward. I'm not saying that you're not doing a great job, because as far as I'm concerned, you are just doing a brilliant job. So are any of those things that you can do, that you can introduce, like the Reiki, the kinesiology, the physical therapy, homeopathy, all of those types of things, acupuncture, any of that would work. It's all alternative therapies so far as the regular world is concerned, but I would much rather do something like that than take medications. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with medications at all. Sometimes we need that. But on a spiritual level, I think you really need to stop putting yourself down for what happened. It was just the way it was. 9, spirituality. 6 is healing. As you heal mentally, physical, emotional, you will heal spiritually, and vice versa. Yes, there you go. So that's for you, Helen. Well, the 66, the 6 and a 6, yeah, so double meaning for that, or you could make that into 12, which is 3. I've done acupuncture before, waiting for approval to do it again. Yeah. Yep, great. I did acupuncture, and it was one of the best things that I had ever done for myself, and it was offered to me way back when for free by my doctor, who was doing acupuncture at the time. And I was just so blessed to have had that done. It changed everything for me. It changed my whole physiology. Yeah, it was great, and it will be again. It's so healing. It gets all of those meridians working. It realigns your, that energy in your body to help facilitate the healing. That's what it does. And once you're ready, they're saying that you need to get out there and do some physical activity, whatever that means for you. Now, I'm not sure how far you're allowed to push things at the moment, but once you start doing that physical activity again, you will start to feel so much better. And that's when they're saying to me that you'll surrender into your new way of being. It's like a rebirth for you. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. They want me to give you a card from the Angels of Light deck, which is this one here. You have a gym membership. Just having a hard time getting my butt there. Well, get your fucking butt there, woman. No excuses. All right. If you can get there and you can do that, they're wanting you to do it. Once you get in the car and you start going down there, you'll be fine. It's getting you out of the house to get in there to do it. That's the hardest part. So do what I do, right? Because I'm a hermit. I have a I have a home business, and it's very easy for me to use that as an excuse. I'm not going out. I need to turn my business on at home. Therefore, I have to be at home. But as I say that to myself, because I've learned to understand what I'm saying to me, like I'll say, no, I haven't got time to do this. I've got to turn on my business. No, can't do it. No, not doing it. And my body's yelling at me saying, you need to go out for a walk, Caroline. You need to go out for a walk. No, I don't want to. It's a constant battle to get out that front door. So what I've learned to do is I've learned to listen to both of them argue. And while they're arguing with each other, I'm picking up the keys, I'm putting my shoes on, and I'm walking out the front door. And once I'm out the front door, the physical aspect side of me says, yay, we won. So get out there, right? Don't listen to the one that's telling you not to do it. Listen to the one that is telling you to get out there and do it, because that's what you need. Okay? That's what you need to do. So just get out there while they're arguing. Just keep walking towards the front door. Okay, so this particular card has come up for you, Helen, and it talks about understanding. Your angel guidance is to examine yourself and your current situation in depth. Sorry, I can't read it from the screen. So that you have a clear awareness of the underlying reasons for the challenges and situations. Acquaint yourself with facts about situations and attitudes before you take decisions. So there's that side. There's that both of those sides, the one that says no and the one that says yes. And the fact that you're getting your physical body moving towards the front door. All right. So acquaint yourself with, I read that. Self-awareness is a necessary foundation on which to build strong relationships, friendships, and work. Understanding your personality is the basis for understanding your spiritual self and your mission on earth. Ask your angels to help you out. So, just say to your angels, can you just please put one foot in front of the other for me so that I at least get out the front door? And the affirmation for this particular card, I seek an understanding of myself and my life. So get to know who you are. Get to understand, all right, that's what you're trying to talk yourself out of it, but don't let it happen. Let them argue. Listen to your brain argue. Listen to your mind arguing. And while it's arguing, move towards the front door. Lock the door, walk out, and go. Don't you just love it when your mind does that to you? It says, no, we're not going to do that today. No, we're not going to do that today. We can do that tomorrow. Don't have to be no need to. Oh, it's too cold out there. No, I'm not going to go. We can do that another time. One more day is not going to hurt. Just one more day. It really won't hurt. It won't, but it will. That's what you need to do. Okay, so your homework, as Jamie would say, whoops, where are we? Your homework is to let the two of them argue in your mind, like they're people. Just remember that they're another aspect of yourself. There's two people arguing in your mind. And there you go, there's Jamie. Do what Jamie always tells people to do. Your homework is to let them argue. Just let them argue, but let your physical body walk out through that front door. Okay? And let me know how you go, please. Just remind me what I gave you to do. Annette, I'm only going to be on for the next 2 readings, and then I'm off after that. I have something that I need to go and take care of. So, hi Jill, how are you? But I am going to be back on Friday night at 7:30. So for the people who are overseas at the moment, it is currently 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. So 4 hours from now, whatever time that is in your part of the world, that's what I will be doing on Friday night with Lockie. I will be back on Friday. 4 hours from now, whatever time that is for you, the US. And there are a number of people that are from the US here, Jill. So whatever the time is for you now, add 4 hours to that. And on my Friday, which will be your Thursday, I will be doing a live with Lockie. So you can come back then, and if you want, you can put your, like Chandra did today, she just put her payment through before the live even started, and that way she was first on the list. Okay, Helen, where are you? That was awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, you're more than welcome, Helen. But please don't forget to remember. Don't forget to remember, guys. I really do like to hear how you go after you've had a reading. That nothing warms my heart more than hearing from you through Messenger and letting me know how you went or how it resonates with you. As readers, we don't get to hear that very often, but a little bit more these days. People are starting to message me and let me know what the reading meant for them or how it played out for them, which is just, it's beautiful. And if you agree, I'd love to be able to put that on my page. What kind of reading? Mediumship. What kind of readings? Well, on Friday night, we will both be doing readings. I'm an intuitive card reader. I'm working on my mediumship skills. I get a lot of messages from my guides, not necessarily from the people who have passed over, but they pass on messages to me. That's the way I do it. Lockie is also a psychic medium. So please, by all means, just pop in. But I will put up an event, and all you need to do is click on the event to interested or going, and it will remind you in your time zone, by the way, to come in and be a part of it. So look out for that one next. I only put one up at a time. So once this is finished, I will be then putting up another event. I think I missed doing a review from the last reading. Yeah, I'd love to see it, Helen. Please do. Please. As I said, we love to hear about it. And that's not from an egoic sense. I just love hearing how it's affected people. You're welcome, Jill. Please don't forget to like the page as well. That way you will get updated notifications. You guys were very accurate. Yes, absolutely. And it comes. We are the messengers. We are literally the messengers. Sharon. My bus driver. I think I've got you now. I think I've got you pegged. No, I haven't got anybody pegged, but I'm pretty good at that now. Okay, Mary. Are you here? Okay, so when you see the next event, Jill, just hit the going button. And it will also, the event will, when you look at the event, it will come up in your time zone. So just hit the like button, not the like button, hit the interested button or the going button, and it will remind you. Love from the healing bus driver. Yeah, Mary. Okay, Mary, your turn. And then I've got one last one for Christina after that. Okay. Mary, have I read for you before? I don't believe I have I? Thank you, Tina. Hi, Maria. How are you? Long time no hear. Mary. You got a lot going on in your mind at the moment. You've got so much information. You've got so much going on in your mind. I don't think so. I've been watching a little bit before. You don't think so? What do you mean you don't think so? Remember, guys, that when you write something up, I'm already 10 miles in front of you. So just let me know what you mean by I don't think so. My back feels like I got ran over. Red. Oh, okay. Yes, red for you before. Yep. All right. Sorry. Where are you? Okay. They're talking to me about decisions for you. They're talking to me about a cluttered mind, a cluttered thinking. They want you to step back from things. They want you to organize things. What's this about organizing things? You organize things, but you don't necessarily make it happen. Does any of this resonate with you, Mary? And they're making me sway. So when they make me sway, that tells me that you've got a lot of stuff, a lot of shit that you think you need to deal with. Not think that you need to deal with, and it concerns you. It makes you feel anxious. It makes you feel like you've never got enough time. Thank you, Marantha. Thank you so much. I will give that out after I've done Christina, and then I will be finished for the afternoon. Okay, Mary. Yes, it does. Also, in another reading, I want so bad to organise and clean, but I have anxiety from it. In another reading, I want so bad to organise and clean, but I have anxiety from it. So what does that actually mean? You have anxiety from cleaning, that you can't clean enough, that it feels like it's OCD. What does it actually feel like for you? Thank you, Marantha. Mary. There's so much going on. I have so much to do. Life purpose and career. I love spirituality and helping others because I don't deal with mental health. I also deal with mental health. I just don't really know and when to start. Okay, so so that's why they were saying to me before, it's like you write down a list, or you even put the list in your mind, and you get so jammed up with all of the words, with all of the different directions, with all of the different things that you need to do, that you just say, no, not doing it. I can't do this. I don't feel like I'm capable of organizing all of this stuff. But they're saying to me that you need to start writing them down on a sheet of paper. And I've said this, a few times before, a little while ago, to somebody else. Once you start writing it down, just get yourself a pencil, all right? And I don't have my pencil here, obviously. Just get yourself a pencil, and each time something changes, just change the order in which you need to do it. But usually you'll find that the first time that you write down things that you have to accomplish, that one affects the other, affects the other, affects the other. I have so much to do. Okay. Hi, Evelyn. But I'm feeling a little better. I will take the next few days and organise my home, then sit down and organise my mind, count my blessings. Yes, okay. So taking that time to yourself to organise your home. There's an old saying that goes around. Not many people use it nowadays, but I still use it. A cluttered house is a cluttered mind, right? So if I have an orderly house, if my house is tidy and clean and I can walk around and without seeing a mess somewhere, I feel that I have more space to think. On the other hand, when you go and you clean these things, it actually makes you feel good, because it feels like you're cleaning not only the house, but you're cleaning your entire being, your entire way of being. So both are useful to you. Once you get that cleaning moving, the idea behind that is then to just, when you walk past it next time, just do it straight away. Don't leave it till later. They're telling me that perhaps procrastination is a thing that you could get on top of. And that is so different. Once you start understanding that procrastination helps no one, it helps nothing. It just makes you feel more cluttered in the mind than if you do it straight away. It helps you feel cleaner. It helps you feel clearer. So see if you can do that, because that will help you as well. Hi, Laura. Okay, so once you've done that, okay, so they're saying to me you can utilize that time that you've got, Mary, to do a bit of meditation while you're cleaning, so that you don't take yourself off into other areas of your life that need to be attended to. Like sometimes I'll walk around my house and I'll go from one job to the other, to the other, to the other, and I'll end up looking in the kitchen where I started and think, oh shit, I forgot to do that. I forgot to finish that. Let's start all over again. So that process then takes me back to the beginning to remind myself to finish one job before I start the next. All right? So as I said to you before, one job leads to the other, to the other, to the other. So make that list. As far as spirituality is concerned, they're telling me that you're exactly where you're meant to be, and not to push yourself too quickly, because pushing yourself too quickly, you will forget things that you're meant to remember. Right? Just take it slowly with the cleaning your mind up, cleaning your heart up, cleaning up that area of your life. It's not meant to be sped through. It's meant to be taken slowly, because if you take it too fast, you will miss what the most important part is. Yeah. Now, they're saying to me that part about where you feel the need to clean your home, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong, they're actually saying to me that that you feel like you've lost control of a part of your life. And you cleaning up your home is giving you a sense of control over some part of your life. And they're saying to me the reason why you're doing this at the moment is because you need to feel that control. And I'm usually all for people letting go of the control, but for some reason they're saying to me that you need to feel this sense of control that you've got over your life in some part of your life, because this is helping you move towards something. So they're saying it's okay for you to do the housework. It's okay for you to control that part. But what you need to remember is that you're doing this because there is a lack of control in another part of your life. Does this resonate with you, Mary? What's going on with your garden? What's going on with your garden, Mary? They're showing me your garden. It's like your garden needs just as much attention as your house needs. And again, they're saying it's okay. It's all right. One thing at a time. And again, they're coming up with this procrastination. So the procrastination was put into your life to show you that it doesn't accomplish anything, to put off to today what you could do tomorrow. They're saying to me that the procrastination is showing you that things will just keep mounting up, and they will keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they don't need to be bigger and bigger. Yes, I have houseplants. Oh, they were in my dreams, my plants, to water them. Yep, okay. All right, so do it. I've dealt with one with bipolar and one and two cancers. I've dealt and one with bipolar, one and two cancers. I'm not sure what that means, Mary. You have house plants, go water them, go talk to them. Put your hand on the plant and tell them, I'm sorry, I didn't mean not to water you. I'm watering them today, but I'm going to buy a new soul for them. What do you mean you're going to buy a new soul for them? They have a soul. They don't want you to buy a new one. They just want your care and your understanding. That's all they want from you. A new soul for them. What do you mean by that? That's unique. I have not heard that before. I just meant it's been. Oh, okay. I'm so blessed. I just want to know what my soul purpose is. Your soul purpose. Okay, your soul purpose. Oh, actually, they're saying to me, you're living it now. You're living it now. You are. They're saying you need to remember that you are a soul, that you came into this world to learn what it feels like to have free will, to make decisions for yourself using free will and your right to decide. You're living your soul mission now. Whatever you turn your hand to, whatever you turn your heart to, is meant to be for you. And like I said earlier on in another reading for somebody else, you cannot make a wrong decision. You are living your life path now. You are living your purpose now. The more you understand your life lessons and the reason why they're being given to you, the more you step into an understanding of your life's purpose, your soul purpose. They're saying to me that the journey that you've had up until now has not been easy for you, and they want you to recognize these as a lesson, life lessons. Have you seen them as lessons, or were you at one stage believing that you were a victim of circumstance? Because it's not. You are not a victim of circumstance, all right? Your reality is how without you, reality wouldn't exist, all right? There would be no existence for this reality for you. So they want you to see that what you are stepping into in this life was all meant to be for you. I love them so much. Yeah, soil. Oh, okay, soil. Okay. Oh, soil. Now I get it. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Mary. Hang on 2 seconds, guys. Sorry. Hang on. Sorry, that was just the person who I was supposed to go and see. The lessons are unimaginable, but I am grateful. Yeah, yes. No, they're not actually unimaginable to me at all, Mary. But they want you to know that each one of them has taught you a valuable lesson. They don't want you to see yourself as a victim of circumstance. They want you to see yourself as a person that's risen above all of that which has happened to you. That's what they're saying to me. Rise above it, Mary, because we taught you. They're reminding you that before you came here, you agreed to this particular life, and living through those scenarios, not to hold you back, but to allow you to move forward. They want you to remember what those lessons were, and they want you to ask yourself, what is it that you learned from this? So just imagine yourself being, like you may have had a car accident, or, you lost somebody in your life that was extremely important to you, or you battled a disease, like I think you said before that you went through some cancer scares. These things have taught you the exact opposite of what you went through, right? The loss of somebody has taught you how to love. The cancer has taught you not to be afraid of the word cancer, to know that you can overcome those things in your life just because of the way you thought. I just want others to know they are not alone and that everything will be okay. Absolutely, and great if we believe and let it be. Yes, absolutely. Just let it be. Just let it be. There's no point in agonizing over what you've been through in your past. And, the good part about lessons is you are able. I've got a huge headache here at the moment, Mary. Have you got a headache at the moment? The part to remember is to let go of the emotions that came with the lesson. All right, let go of the emotions that came with your lesson. It's remember the lesson, let go of the emotions, because that will give you the forgiveness, that will give you the acceptance to be able to move forward. Hey, Tom. A tiny one. I'm crying. Oh, cry. Mary, cry. It is so good for you. It is so, so good for you. And they're saying to me, they're acknowledging what you're going through, Mary. You're not alone. Like you said, you're not alone. And you want other people to know that they're not alone. But they want you to remember that you are not alone, and that they're with you. And you will never be alone, ever. And crying is the most healing thing that you could possibly do. Sorry for the headaches. Have you got a headache, Mary? Just let me know, because I'm feeling it. Oh, a tiny one, you said. I'm crying a lot. Okay. Now I get it. I just got what you wrote. Don't worry about it. As soon as I tell people what I'm feeling, it starts to dissipate. Okay. Attention. Okay, so breathe. Remember to breathe, Mary. You're breathing from your chest. That's causing you anxiety. You need to breathe from your stomach. Do some breathing exercises, some deep breath work. Right, that will help you through. If you go into an anxiety state, if you go through an anxious moment, what they want you to do is open up a book and start reading the words out loud. It doesn't matter what page you fall on, all right? Start reading the words, because those words will slow down your breath work. It will make you deep breathe. It will make you breathe deeper. Okay? Breathing. They're saying that the breathing will help you move through this as well. You've got a whole lot of stuff that they've got in store for you, and none of it's bad, by the way. They are recognizing, they are acknowledging that you are starting to put two and two together. Do you have any questions, Mary? And okay, I'll give you a card as well because they want me to. They're saying to me to tell you, relax. You've got this. Please, Mary, relax. That's very funny. They're saying we'll even give you a foot massage if they ask you to, if you ask them to. Something about a foot massage. What's with the foot massages? Have you got ticklish feet or something? They're saying that they can give you a foot massage if you really want them to. cute. Okay, so this particular card is the vulnerability card, and this is what we're going to end your reading on, all right? It says, only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all the walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve, and ask them for a foot massage as well. Ask them to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and dare to be open. So that is part of your life purpose, to be vulnerable and to be open. And in the past, they're saying to me that must have been really hard for you to be open and vulnerable, because you've been taught quite the opposite, not to be open and vulnerable. I used to be a pedicurist, manicurist, and I love how it makes people feel. There you go. All right? There you go. And there's got to be a reason why my guides tell me these things. That's amazing. Okay. Hi, Karen. How are you? All right. So, Mary, do you have any other questions before I move on to Christina? And then Miranda has put through a pay it forward reading for someone. She's kindly donated for that. Pay it forward. So I will be giving that away to somebody as well. Will my uncle's health improve? Just please remember that we're not, any of us readers, we are not health professionals, and they're just saying if there's something that's undiagnosed, to make sure that you go to the doctors, which I'm sure you have. I can ask the pendulum, but I want you to remember that I am not a health professional. My guides are saying that it's going to take a little bit for him to get through this. It's hard for him to deal with at the moment, they're saying. Just hang on a minute, Christina. Just hang on a sec. I'll see if I can scroll back up to that. I'm nearly there for you, Mary. Do you only have one uncle, Mary? What is his first name? What is your uncle's first name? Mary Van Nugent is wanting to know if her uncle's health is going to improve. Tony NGO. Okay, so like I said before, I've just asked the pendulum that question, and it's come back with, it's going to be difficult for your uncle to get through whatever it is that he's going through. They're saying it's not easy for him. And he also feels alone in this. And sometimes he just needs somebody to sit there with him and not give him answers. He just wants someone to be there for him. I don't know if that resonates with you, Mary, but that's what they're giving me to give to you for him, for Tony. I understand. We will keep praying together. I also do healings, Mary, but I don't do them on the lives because it takes me a little bit too long to do that. And so I do them privately. If you would like to contact me through my page. Got it. Yes, more family time. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, just reach out to me privately if you like, and we can organise doing healings for your uncle. Yes, thank you so much. If you reach out to the page or even to my private page, which I really haven't got up here yet, so just give me 2 seconds, and just reach out through to my messenger. Where are you, Caroline? I'll put this at the bottom. Reach out to my messenger as a messenger request, and I will answer you there. I tend to see more messenger requests than I do on the business suite because of Meta. They don't show me anymore that there's messages waiting, which is a concern, but I'm sure that they'll be going through phases and fixing up those types of things as well. All right, Mary, that was for you. Thank you so much for allowing me into your energy. And let me know how you go. Yeah, let me know how you go. All right, Christina. When I lost my son, I went through a very abusive COVID divorce. He gave me chronic back and neck pain. He gave me. I lost my mum in 2010, and shockingly lost a sister in 21, then dad in 20. Oh my goodness me, Christina, that's horrible. I couldn't get out of bed for 2 years. I started swimming daily since May. How do I stop missing and forgive my ex? I want to move on and be a better me for me and for my next relationship. You're so welcome, Mary. You're so welcome. Just reach out to me, all right? We'll try and organise something for you, for your uncle. Okay, so Christina, you've been through an awful lot and you're wanting to know how to forgive. You know, there are processes of forgiveness that we all tend to forget about. It's not easy to forgive people for what they have done to us. And it first starts with the lesson of that, learning how to forgive. And they're saying to me that that in your particular life, the lessons that you are going to come through with will be all about forgiveness, which is exactly what your question asks. That you want to be a better version of yourself and that you want to learn how to forgive. You have to remember, learning how to forgive isn't about the person that you're forgiving, right? It's about you, because you're the one that's carrying the emotional stress from it all. He's not carrying the emotional stress, or should I say they are not carrying the emotional stress from it. You're the one that's carrying all this emotional stress because you are a feeling person. You are empathic to some degree, and you feel what happened to you. And that is designed to allow you to learn to forgive. That's been part of my life's purpose, to learn how to forgive people. It's a really hard lesson, and it took me to a lot of places when I was younger. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to forgive somebody for things that they've done to you or to your family? Like, seriously, why do I even need to do this? And then I realized that the forgiveness wasn't about the person that you're forgiving. It is all about you carrying those emotions with you, and it holds you back. So if it helps you at all, Christina, they want you to remember that it is not about them. The forgiveness is for you, not for them, so that you don't have to walk around carrying all of that emotional pain. And it happens in increments. It doesn't happen instantly. Okay? It doesn't happen instantly. It's about the word acceptance. People misunderstand the word of acceptance. Acceptance and forgiveness kind of go hand in hand. You know, if you think about a situation from your past, I've learned to accept that those things have happened to me on my journey as a lesson to help me forgive. And when I forgive, I can move into acceptance and vice versa. And that helps me become a better version of who I am. Is all this making sense to you, Christina? You're not forgiving him for what he did, all right? You're doing this for yourself, not for him. So that's the change that you need to make in your mind. You're not doing it for him, you're doing it for yourself, so that you don't have to carry that stress around. Those toxic, those stressful hormones that are carrying around in your body are making things worse for yourself. So if you need to, go and talk to somebody about it, get it off your chest, go hug a tree, go out and ground yourself. Those are all the things that will help you release that which no longer serves you. They're telling me that it makes you angry. Just let me know. Instead of being emotional, they say that you get angry first. Do you get angry first, Christina, before you get emotional? Like some people use that as a front to protect themselves emotionally. Okay. So they're saying that you need to work with this image that you give off to people, because it's not serving you. All you're doing is masking the pain that you're hiding behind that. So what they want you to do is, can you open up more to people and give back to them that they've given to you? So say, for argument's sake, somebody comes up to you and says, I don't like that dress that you're wearing. I don't like those jeans that you've got on. Instead of reacting with anger, turn around and say to them, well, why? Why is it stressing you? They're my jeans. You don't have to wear them. What's making you annoyed about them? Give it back to them, all right? They're giving you that emotion. They're wanting you to take on board that emotion. It's almost like they're draining you of your energy. They want the good part of you, and they want you to take on board what they've said. Don't do that, all right? Create those boundaries for yourself. Set your limits around people, all right? Take in what you want to take in, understand what you need to understand, take from it for yourself, but only the good parts. The anger is not serving you, they're saying. Give it back to them. They don't need to like what you're wearing. You can't make everyone happy. Another instant, some person randomly decides to cut in front of you, and they say some people have road rage, and they will do anything to put those people that they cut in front of. Sorry, the road rage is the anger that's coming out in them because of an emotion that they've stuffed down. Let them have their road rage, all right? you're a better person than they are. People that have road rage, when I've seen road rage, it takes me to a part of them that I'm thinking, okay, what is it that they need to work on in their life? I don't necessarily see it as something that they've done that is bad against me, although that is what they want. They want to show you their anger. They want to show you how much they're hurting, right? And you do that yourself with your anger. You want to show them how much you're hurting. The thing is to deal with the amount of hurt that you've got, to deal with the pain that you've got. Have to learn how to have boundaries. Yeah, we all do. We all do, Christina. They're telling me that you do have boundaries in certain parts of your life, but when it comes to your emotions, the boundaries are lost. It's almost like if you don't let people have their own way, that you'll lose them in your life. And they're saying it's about respect. Yes, it's all about compassion, having compassion for yourself. It's about acceptance of who you are, Christina. It's just you don't need to take on board what other people have done, and that forgiveness that they're asking you to work with is for you. It's about you being able to move forward. It's about understanding that it's a lesson from your past that is not meant to hold you back. It's meant to move you forward so that you have a better understanding of how another person might feel if they put you or they were put in that situation. It's just about knowing that your sense of worth is just as important as the next person. And boundaries help with that, Christina. Your boundaries will help with that. Every time somebody crosses a boundary of yours, you need to put that boundary back into place and say, no, this is not the way it is, okay? This is not how it's going to work. This is the way it's meant to work for me. I'm not going to take on board what happened. This is something that you did. This is not my behavior, and nor do I want it to affect me this way. All right. So know that you're just as important. And all of those things that you went through, that you said before, you went through, all of that abuse through your partner, about losing your mum in 2020, and then in 2021 losing your sister, and then your dad in 22. Oh my God, you have so much pain, so much emotions to deal with. That's a huge loss. And they're actually saying to me, you've got a lot to deal with. We're pushing you to that place, but we also acknowledge how hard this is for you. I'm not sure if I was supposed to say all that. Oh no, sorry, I was just reading back what you said. And the part about you saying that you miss your ex, you miss what you had, you miss the love that you had, that you knew was something that you treasured, the love. You just didn't treasure the other bullshit that went with it. I get that. That was his potential. That was their potential for you, for the relationship. That was never, it just never happened. It turned ugly. And that anger, they want you to, okay, so now they're saying to me that anger that you're holding at the moment, is there some physical thing that you can introduce yourself to, like punching bags or going to the gym or running or doing something like that, where you can offload that anger? When you start to feel that anger, they're saying that is the most potent time for you to be able to release. So when you feel that anger, is there somewhere you can go to offload that anger? All right, because that will then show you a more authentic version of yourself underneath that. That's the part that you're stuck on. That's the part that you're that you're having trouble with, getting past that anger stage. And that's a part of that's a part of your journey. That's a part of letting go. That's a part of grief. That anger is a part of grief, which you're still processing. So whatever you're dealing with at the moment, with even, the anger, you're dealing with it for a reason. And now it's time, when you're ready, it's time for you to let that anger go. And yes, it will keep coming up. It will keep surfacing, because that's what feels normal for you. It feels normal for you to be in that angry space, because that's how you protect yourself. Okay, so, you ask the question then, well, what are you protecting yourself from now? That all of that stuff that you went through, all of the people that you lost, it's critical for you. They were a huge part of who you were. It was your support system. Of course you're going to be angry because they left you. They've left this world. They were part of your existence, and now all of a sudden there's nobody there. They're not there for you. This is a new existence for you now, Christina. It's going to be a new normal, and that takes a lot of getting used to. So please don't come down on yourself too hard. You are going through that process of grief, and you're in anger at the moment, right? First part of that was, okay, I've accepted the loss. Now you're going through the grief stage. You feel like an orphan, yeah. Yeah, you do. And trust me, I know what it feels like to feel like an orphan, all right? I come from a big family, and I don't speak to any of them anymore. So, yes, I know what that feels like to be an orphan. You've lost them for a different reason than I did with mine, but I understand what you're saying. You feel alone in this world. All you want to do is give love to somebody. You will again. Please know that, Christina. You will again. Right? You will give love to someone again. Okay, they want me to give you a card. Not from that one, no. Okay, which one then? This one. Oop. Yeah, it's a big loss. It's a huge loss, Christina. Huge loss. It's a lot of people to disappear out of your life in a couple of years. Christina Lemansky. Oh, no, not that one. Okay. We've got card number 7 here for you, which talks about choosing wisely. Right? I want you to just look at that card while I tell you what this card is about. It says that when you have a goal or a vision that you want to achieve, but too many choices, scattered energy, and unrealistic expectations, they're preventing you from attaining what you desire. Right? Opportunities are there. There's mega opportunities for you, but there's also a decision to be made at this time. The card reminds you that you have that you have options right now all around you that may appear to have all the influence and power, but in reality, you're in control and responsible for all of the choices that you make. They're asking you to take the time to think, to analyze, and carefully look at the different possibilities that are in front of you. Don't be hasty just because you feel pressured. And I mean pressured by yourself, all right, not by anybody else. Don't be influenced by people or yourself who have no idea, you do have an idea of what you're going through, but nobody else does. they don't have the expertise or the education in the areas that they're talking about to do with you, to do with your personal life. A wise, focused decision far outweighs one that is made emotionally or in desperation. So think about your choices wisely, because they will help you. And you're part of the universal consciousness. You are part of one here. So what you are going through is just there's so much depth to your feeling. I can't even imagine losing all of those people and going through what you went through back then. And you're masking it with the anger, and there's a reason for that, because they're saying that if you felt everything that you were feeling over the last couple of years all in one go, you would probably snap. So the anger is serving you, and just slowly release that anger. Okay, just slowly release it. It feels like it's a waiting game for you. It feels like you don't know how long this is going to take. Don't worry about the outcome. Just go through it. All right. You've also got new beginnings coming into your life, Christina. You've got something new coming into your life, and I think these new beginnings are to do with another person. I don't know whether you have anybody around you at the moment that you're in a relationship with, but they're saying if you're not, if you are, it's going to become deeper, and if you're not, this person is coming to you. And they're coming to you because you have a greater sense of purpose, a greater knowledge than what you had before. During almost losing my son to COVID. No. Okay. All right. So this person is coming in. They're coming in for you. You have movements, you have choices, you have decisions to make. All right. These new things are coming in. I had the card number 1 before, which was telling me that that you're going to be starting a new journey. I'm seeing that as a new person coming in for you. So there will be movements, and this person is actually going to help you move through those feelings that you've taken on, that you are feeling. It's almost like this person has felt a certain sense of loss as well, and the two of you will get together and be able to understand it together and go through that forgiveness, go through that acceptance, for you to find balance for yourself. Okay, Christina. How do I trust them though? You just give them okay, so they're saying to me, Christina, you are not even capable of drawing the wrong person into your life. You know too much now, and if a wrong person does come into your life, you'll know it straight away, and you just go, nope, bye-bye, off you go. So your boundaries, this is where they're going to test your boundaries, because you are capable of bringing that person into your life. They're just hanging around waiting at the moment for you to free yourself a little bit up and know that you are worthy of a relationship. You will trust them, because they will exude trust. They will want to be there for you. You will want to be there for them. You can't bring the wrong person into your life now. You know too much. You've gone through too much to bring the wrong person into your life. And if that does happen, if you are being tested with a new relationship and this person doesn't feel like they're the right one for you, or you feel like you've got a red flag there, just say, no, I'm sorry, this isn't going to work. And then that will show the universe that you've got your boundaries in place, and then the newer person will step in. Now, I'm not saying that is going to happen, but that you need to make sure that you've got your boundaries in place, because you're just as important as the next person is. You're just as important as your partner is. You are a person. You are beautiful in your own right, and you have a lot to give. You went through all of that stuff. You lost all of those people for a reason. You have a greater depth of understanding now. So much more depth than what you had before. And if you thought you were deep before, you're going to get even deeper. Christina, I'd love to hear how things work out for you, if that's at all possible. I will give you my personal, I'm just going to put it underneath your comment here. I don't take friend requests, but I do accept messenger requests. So I'd love to hear from you to let me know how you're going with things. And if anybody knows me, everybody understands that I forget what I've said to them. So don't forget to include what I told you. That way I can understand what you're saying and how it's affected you. So just remember, you are on your life's path. You are going through your soul's mission now, okay? Your vibration is increasing. You are not where you were 3 years ago. You have grown so much. Exponentially you have grown, and you need to understand that. You need to say to yourself, oh my God, I'm such a different person than what I was before. And you will just keep growing and growing, and you will grow more into your spirituality because of all of the things that you've been through. All of this is meant to give you the knowledge to be able to help other people as well. So don't forget that. And if you want to go back over the reading, you can. I forgot to put the timestamp down there, but I think we started about 2.45. I'm not sure. I feel different. Thank you for confirming that. Yep, you are different. You're better. You're a better version of yourself than what you were before. Always know that. Okay, up to 3 hours. Now, guys, we do have, and thank you for your donation, Christina. It's going to my anti-child trafficking fund. So these beautiful little creatures that can't stand up for themselves, hopefully they will be rescued. Like you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Christina. My pleasure. Love and blessings to you. Okay, so Marantha O'Rourke has kindly put in a donation, a pay it forward, what we call a pay it forward for those of you who are in the audience now. And I'm not even sure how I am going to give this away unless, Marantha, would you like to message me something so that I can set it up to give it away? This will be an in-depth reading for the last reading that I'm doing for the day. Once Marantha tells me, if she's still here, for you. So let me know. I better put my, not that one. There we go. Okay, all right. So the next so whoever hasn't had a reading yet, the next person to comment will get the reading. Oh, thank you, Christina. Maria, there you go, Maria. You've come up first on my screen. Look at that. Okay, thank you, Marantha. Maria, Maria. This is courtesy Miranda, who has paid it forward for you to receive the reading. And Miranda, she says thanks. Okay. I do healings, Christina. So yes, thank you. And healing, as I said before, it comes in many different forms. Thank you so much. Hey, Joanna. I'm just about wrapping things up, woman. Hope you've had a good day. All right. So, Maria, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask? This is not usually my domain, but for some reason they're giving me a song. This is usually what Lockie does, and I don't know why they presented me with it, but they've given me this song that says, I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning. What's that all about, Maria? Maybe this has got to do with your finances. You know the song called Dizzy? Oh, you're very welcome, Helen. You're so welcome. And please, by all means, if anybody wants to leave a review on my page, I would love that. Yeah, it is. Okay, so how is it meaningful? Because they've just come up and said the song, Caroline, the song, Dizzy. I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning, the whole world. That song. In fact, I need to get the YouTube on here. Dizzy. It's a really old one. Dizzy by Tommy Rowe. I think that's the one. Hang on, let me play it. That one. Okay, so did you hear that song, Maria? I'm gonna put that song up there because I want they want. It's almost like they're asking you to sing and dance and do all sorts of stuff in your lounge room. Hang on, let me paste it there. So they want you to listen to it because it's meaningful for you. That you said that it was meaningful for you. They want you to listen to it. It's in dizzy. I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning. You've got a lot of things that you're doing at the moment. I've put the link just above your comment, Miranda. No, not to do with my finances. I just started a job and move on to another without finishing the first. Yeah, I know the song. Not to do with your okay. So it's not to do with your finances. You just started a new job, then move on to another without finishing the first. That's okay. It doesn't matter that you finished the last one. It's probably, the reason why your head is spinning is because you've got so much going on in there to do with both of them. I'm just going to pull up a card from my go-to deck. Maria, what does Maria Paul Henderson need to know? Okay, somebody, there's somebody that's not listening to you. Who is it that's not listening to you at the moment, Maria? Somebody is digging their heels in and not listening to you. This person thinks that they know better than you do, but they don't. You have a lot of information to give to them, but because they feel like a young soul, and I don't know whether it's an older person or not, or a younger one, but it feels like you've got somebody in your life at the moment that is not listening to you. It could have to do with work. It may not have to do with work, but whoever they are, they're a younger person and they're not listening. They're a younger soul. Unsure about that one. Okay. It's like they're saying to me, she keeps telling them the same thing and they're not listening. And if you don't know who it is, the next time you come across that particular person, you'll go, oh shit, that's who Caroline was talking about. Okay. You need to just remind them that it's not just their own view that they could take on board, but they could just perhaps listen to a few different ways of dealing with things. Now, there's also something else that needs to be taken care of from your past. Yes, it could be your son, because the card that I'm seeing this through it shows me a younger person. All right, it shows me a young boy. This is you. This is the younger soul that I'm talking about. It could quite possibly be your son. And he will not listen. He won't even take on board what you're saying. It's like he's got his arms crossed, and he feels that he's happy where he is and he's contented with what he's doing, but he's not seeing the whole picture. He's not seeing what you have to say as valuable for him. But he will. They're also telling me, they're saying, but he will, because he's a thinker. He thinks. All you need to do is plant that seed, they're saying. Okay, so there's something that you need to take care of from your past, Maria. Something that's not serving you anymore that you need to deal with. And you an older version of yourself that you're finding hard to let go of? Why do you? It's they're saying to me, yes, you're dealing with it. Okay, so all right, this is just a reminder. This is just coming in for you. They're saying that you feel that there is more pressure sometimes than you dare to admit or care to admit from what this is doing to your current life, and they want you to acknowledge that. The Ten of Swords comes up, and I'm seeing this is you here. You're the soul, you're the owl, and all of these things have been put on your path, and they've obviously been put on your path for a reason, but they need to be taken care of, because this is not who you are anymore. All right. It's actually, it feels like it was very hurtful. It feels like that part of yourself hurts a lot. It feels like it's heartbreaking. It feels like it's dragging you down. You don't need to be there anymore, they're saying. Okay, they're asking you that it's no longer a mountain anymore, that it's like this molehill, but you still need to deal with it. It's like if you crush the molehill, it will be gone. It's instant. It's just like the last step. You've got one more step to take before you actually rid or move this out of your path. And then things will start opening up for you. It's like what I said before to another person. Once you shift this energy, things will start to open up. One door will be shut, another one will be open. And you're already on your way, Maria. I get this sense that you know exactly where it is and who you are and what you're supposed to be doing in this particular life. But just they're saying you need to make sure that you take care of something from your past. Yes, family, but I am rid of them. But it feels like they're still hanging on in here. It still feels like they're there. It feels like it's hurting. It feels like it hurts. Through the Three of Swords, you may have let them go physically, but it hurts. They're telling me it hurts. and she said they're saying that this is the part that you need to deal with. And it's okay because you're dealing with it, you're getting through it, but they want you to acknowledge this. It's not easy letting go of family. Yes, you are getting there. Okay, so they're just bringing that up in the reading because there is a part of you that will move forward a lot quicker once you realize that letting them go is just, it's the process, it's part of a process that you need to move through. You've also got the Star card, which tells me that you are so capable. Like I said before, that you know where you're going, you know what you're doing. It's like every time you put your hand or your heart or your thoughts into a process of setting something into motion, it just happens because you manifested it. You started the ball rolling. This is who you are. This is where you're going. This is your true potential. You are the star. You are that person who is going to harness your life into your full potential. This is what I'm saying. Okay, so who is this King of Swords? Who is it that's in your way at the moment? What's stopping you? Is this a version of yourself, Maria, that you're still dealing with, or is it a person in your family? Like, is he your father or someone still wields that sword? Someone is still wielding that sword, still feeling like he has the best intentions for everybody, but it's not the best of intentions for everyone, and he doesn't even realize it. But when you deal with this, it's going to be a major victory for you. Okay, so far as your career is concerned, Maria, do you have a small business of your own, Maria? Because they're talking to me about an increase in financial. They're using the word status. Your finances are going to increase. You're not going to be, you aren't going to ever be in that position where you will have to rob Peter to pay Paul. All right, your work situation is going to evolve, and it's evolving now. I can't remember what your original question was. Oh. Okay.